Hello everyone and welcome to today's presentation of library management system. Today we'll see how to build library management system using Python. First of all, we'll see what is library management system. We can say it is a sophisticated way of tracking the actions that take place in usual library. So we see when we visit a library, there are three primary components of it. First is the member or the user of the library, second is the librarian, and third is the library itself. In today's video, we'll learn about what are the different actions that take place between these three key players. As we know, library consists of a used database of books and novels and reading material. This used data is managed with the help of a database management system. But since we are looking into the basics of library management system, we'll use a simple fixed data instead of a database management system. So let's look at what are our objectives for today's project. So here it is. The first one is when the user, in our case the member of the library, issues the book, it should change the inventory, or we can say the catalog of the library. This catalog or the inventory is going to be the database for our project. Second objective is very similar to the first one. When a member returns the book to the library, it should change the inventory. It should update itself and must register that book back to the catalog. So these are the two simple objectives of our today's project. So here we have the user case diagram for our project. So what is a user case diagram? A user case diagram is a pictorial representation of a project. It denotes the relation between the different classes present in the module. It also describes what are the different functions that have been used. Here we have taken three primary components, that is three primary classes we can say: the book class, the user class, and as well as the catalog class. The user class can be further classified into the member as well as into the librarian, and these arrows denotes the different actions that take place between these members or these classes. As you can see, there are two arrows between member and librarian. This denotes the issuing and returning book of the member functions. There are two arrows between the catalog as well as librarian. This denotes the adding a new book to the catalog or removing the book from the catalog. So we'll see into this into the next slide. Here we can see the adding and removing of book items. So what is a book item? A book item consists of an ISBN number of a particular book as well as the rack where it has been stored. So it's a unique book number. ISBN is a unique book number that denotes the particular book. So to add a book item, a book book item needs to be appended, and the total count needs to be increased by one each time. So as well as when at the same time when we use the remove book item functions, it takes book item as an argument. So if the book item is in self.book item, then it removes that book item from the book and slash item, and at the same time it decreases the total count by one. We also have two more function, that is the print book function and search book item function here. So what print book function does is it looks for the name and the author of the book and prints the ISBN number of that book to the user. Also there is a function called search book item. So what search book item does is it looks for the ISBN number of the book item, and if the ISBN number matches, it returns the particular book item in the function. So let's see the here we can see the two relation between the book class and the catalog class. There are many functions that are happening between these two different classes. For example, to add a book or to remove a book, a catalog class must be appended, but that catalog class is interlinked to the book class, since we store the information of a book in a book item and in book class. So there are importing of classes happening between a book class and the catalog class. How it is happening, we'll see into the next slides. So here we will see two functions, that is adding a book and removing a book. These two functions needs to be performed by a librarian. A librarian adds this book and removes book from the inventory, from the catalog. So first we'll see the adding book function. So add book function takes four different arguments, that is the name, author, publish date, and pages. Name of the book, the author of the book, the publishing date of the book, and the number of pages that it has. So first add book function, it increments the book count by 1 each time it successfully adds the book, and at the same time it appends the book function and returns the value of the book that has been added. Similarly, in the remove book function, it just takes the input name as a single argument. So remove book function will remove the book from the inventory for our catalog, and it will decrement the count each time it removes the book successfully. Also, the also it will remove the book from the function called as the books. So here we can see it takes input name as an argument. If input name strips books.name, it removes the book and decrements the count by 1. Here we'll see some more function that we have used in the project, that is the search by name, search by author, and display all books. If you want to search the book particular by based on the name of the book, so we'll pass an argument as the name of that book, and if it matches the argument in the books function, it will return that particular book. Similarly, it will look for the author of the book, and if it matches the author of the books in the author of a book in a books function, it will return the same book. While in display all function, what it does is it displays the different book count, or we can say the total book count available in the catalog. So it keeps a record of number of books that are available in the catalog, and when we use the display all books function, it gives the total book count to us. So let's see the flowchart for the issue book. Here in issue book, a member goes to ask for a book for the ask the book to the librarian. So librarian say if the book is available or not. If book is not available, it says that book doesn't exist in the library. If it exists in the library, it see if the total copies of the books are available. If total count is 0, it says that book is not available and goes to the book is not available. But if it satisfies this both condition, it goes to the book and it removes the book from the inventory, and the same book has been book is issued to the user or to the member of the library. So here we see the code for the issue book function. Here we have used the three different arguments, that is the catalog, name, and days. For days, we have given used the keyword argument, and we set it as default to the 10 days. So it looks for the search by name function in the catalog function and uses catalog.search name and the name of the book. If it finds that book is not available, it prints that book doesn't even exist in the library. If the total count is become 0, it prints that book is not available and all books has been issued. If it satisfies these two conditions, it goes to the next block and says that book is available, and is then issues book to the user and removes that book item from the catalog as well. While in the return book function, it uses the same search by name function to look for the particular book. First of all, it takes the four different arguments, that is the catalog, name of the book, ISBN number of the book, and rack we have kept as an extra argument here, and we have made it as a keyword argument in case if we don't want to use it. So here it looks for the name of the book using the search by name function that we earlier seen. If it sees that book is if it returns that book is none, that book is different, and it prints that no, you are returning the different book and book is different. Else else it says that yes, this is the right book, and it updates that book into the catalog by using the catalog.addBookItem function, and the correct book is found, it returns that book into the catalog. Here is the return book flowchart for the book. Here we can see the member is returning book to the library. To the librarian, it says if book is equal to none, then the book is different, and please correct the same. Please give us back the same book. And if it satisfies this condition, it adds books back to the inventory, and it prints the message that book has been successfully added. So basically, these are the two functions that we were supposed to use in this project, and we successfully added the book, successfully issued the book to the user and updated the inventory. At the same time, we also successfully returned the book to the library and updated the inventory. So this is the simple project using Python.